towards Independence Township eventually as well. We'll continue to watch this rotation as it works its way east along the I-80 corridor. There's plenty of heat, there's plenty of humidity in northern New Jersey to maintain this storm. And this has been a long-track severe thunderstorm. There were warnings with this all the way when it was back in Luzerne County. Now there were severe thunderstorm warnings. The rotation just strengthened as it came through the Delaware water gap right now. And let's put the most latest radar sweep on there as well. You see that rotation is persisting, but the storm moving east pretty quickly at about 35 miles an hour, still generating lots of lightning. This is still a well-organized and dangerous severe thunderstorm. Just no confirmation, and it's tough to get confirmation with this, as it is on the ground, as it is unfolding right now. National Weather Service continuing the tornado warning, and again, this is in effect for till 6:15 tonight. Near Panther Valley right now, 11 miles southwest of Newton, which is in Sussex County. It's moving east at about 35 miles an hour. So should be out of Warren County and working its way towards the Morris County area, Mayclippi, and far southern Sussex County as well. But it's basically right along and maybe just north of that I-80 corridor. That's where this tornado is, or this possible tornado. Let's just say this severe thunderstorm is tracking. So this is Warren County right here, the Warren County line right here, and then it will cross over into Morris County and out of our viewing area. But if you're in eastern Morris County right now, you do want to seek shelter. We still have some rotation with this storm. And remember, radar indicated rotation does not mean that there's a tornado on the ground, but this severe thunderstorm has a capable of producing 1 to 2 inch hail, some damaging winds, and a tornado is possible at any time. Although, as you can imagine, storm spotters and storm chasers are pretty rare in this part of the country. So to get visual confirmation as this is happening is pretty rare in these type of events. We had some really powerful tornadoes last year down towards the Bucks County, lower Bucks County, the Delaware Valley, and they were so strong and just so many people witnessed it. Those we could actually confirm there were tornadoes on the ground. Plus there were such strong tornadoes for this part of the country. They were actually picking up debris, and we could see that on the radar. Probably not the case here. This doesn't look to be, a major supercell thunderstorm with a unusually strong tornado. It's just radar indicated rotation right now with the storm over eastern Warren County, working its way eventually into Morris County as well. So National Weather Service trimmed back the tornado warning and cleared Northampton County, so we can show that to you as well. There is that tornado warning now, so you can see we did clear western areas of that tornado warning. So there is that warning as it stands right now through 6:15 tonight for parts of Morris County, for parts of Sussex County, and for parts of Warren County as well. So if you're in southern Sussex County, eastern Warren County, and a far northwestern part of Morris County, you want to treat this as if there is a possible tornado, or a tornado could form at any time. So here is your most recent radar, and again, showing that rotation. Basically, our radar suggests 3 levels of rotation: green, yellow, orange, and red. Let's make that 4 levels of rotation. So green is weak rotation right now, but it's rotation nonetheless. Remember, even the weakest tornado, it's no such thing, right, as a weak tornado. It can still produce 70-plus mile-per-hour winds, and if you have that focused over a very small area, say a neighborhood, it can still create significant damage. And this severe thunderstorm does have history of producing some damaging winds. You notice all the lightning strikes there, frequent lightning. That's an indication of a very well-organized severe thunderstorm as well. The fast movement working to our favor here, so it will be out of our area very shortly, working its way into southern Sussex County towards a 206 corridor, Stanhope to Byram. You would be up next if this storm holds its own. The lower half of Sussex County and far northern Morris County would be under the gun as the storm continues to work its way east. If you're in western Warren County right now, you were under that tornado warning through parts of White Township and Belvedere and Knowlton Township. You are in the clear now. The worst of the storm has passed you, and that includes the Delaware water gap where this rotation first started being evident on the radar. So western parts of Warren County, you are now in the clear. And if you are If you are west of this line, let me draw a red line on the map here. And if you are west of this, or yellow line on the map, excuse me, if you are west of that line, that tornado threat has passed you in Warren County. It is eastern Warren County, that I-80 corridor, Hope, Liberty, Independence Townships. We are watching for possible rotation with this storm. And it will continue to work its way east along that I-80 corridor through North Jersey. If we take a radar loop and show you that the history of this storm, and let me slow down the radar here a little bit for you as well. Yeah, you can see it. It's a long track. It's a single cell storm. It's a discrete storm. It's not part of a line, but there it comes out of Monroe County and into Warren County, and it's still holding its own as a well-organized severe thunderstorm, but it's not part of a squall line. It's just this standalone storm. And sometimes these have the capability of being long track storms and just producing a lot of havoc along its path. The tornado warning not issued until it crossed the Delaware River. So in Pennsylvania, just some wind damage possible with this as it crossed parts of Carbon and Monroe County. If we give you the most recent image right now, again, you can still see some rotation with this as it works its way out of Warren County within probably the next 10 or 15 minutes. So the far eastern fetches of that I-80 corridor in Warren County, that's where we're watching right now. Still some weak rotation with this, and the National Weather Service continuing that tornado warning for about another 10 minutes. For Warren, and actually, let's not forget Sussex County, because that's where the storm is heading, and in far northern Morris County as well, as I-80 crosses from Warren into Morris counties. And if you're driving along I-80, maybe pull over to the side of the road, seek shelter right now, and if you're thinking of heading out, if you're along that 206 corridor through Morris and through Sussex counties, you definitely want to seek shelter from this storm. So the National Weather Service now issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm as it works its way east. Let's see if that means the tornado warning has expired, and they're changing that from a, let's see. So let's pull up and then again, this is happening now. So let's load up that tornado warning. So they're keeping this in effect till 6:15, but they're actually issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for areas east of this. So again, they're just preparing areas farther east along I-80 for this severe thunderstorm. Still some rotation with this. And again, if you're in far eastern Warren County, you still have that tornado warning for about another 5 or 10 minutes. And hopefully you're in that safe spot, in shelter, and there is that tornado warning. And it does cover southern half of Sussex County as well. So south of into Andover, working your way down towards Stanhope, you're up next with this this fairly intense but kind of lone thunderstorm. So, sometimes you see thunderstorms in a squall line. This is just one severe thunderstorm right here through eastern Warren County. Kind of the heart of it is now north of the I-80 corridor, and this is going to cross over into Sussex County very, very shortly. Moving east at about 35 miles an hour. So if we put a storm track on this and see where this severe thunderstorm is heading. And I want to say also, too, if you're in Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania, you're in the clear so far. As the storms, this was the one severe storm we had over the Poconos. It did warrant a tornado warning as it crossed over into Warren County. Still assessing if there was any damage, if a tornado briefly touched down, and that's something we'll have to wait and see once the storm passes, whether or not it happened or not. But the core of the storm is in eastern Warren County right now, just along the north side of I-80, and it's moving east at about 35 miles an hour. So that's going to take it in a path like this into lower Sussex County. So through Whitehall and through Byram, you do want to seek shelter along that 206 corridor right now as the storm continues to work its way east. Let's see, we do still have a little bit of rotation right in the heart of those deepest reds and pink colors you see on the radar here. So that rotation has been consistent. It has weakened a little bit since we came on air about 15 or 20 minutes ago, but you still have some rotation with the storm in eastern Warren County as it crosses over into Sussex County in northwestern New Jersey, probably again within the next 5 or 10 minutes. And if you are in western Warren County, if you're in Blairstown, if you're towards the Delaware Water Gap, Knowlton Eastern Township, you are in the clear right now. The storm moving east fairly quickly at about 35 miles an hour. But if you are in that tornado warning, let's review again where you should be. And that should be the lowest interior room of your home. So basement, obviously, safest place to be. If you don't have a basement, an interior hallway, staircase, closet, bathroom, the room with the least amount of windows or no windows would be ideal. And again, you can sometimes hear the tornado or hear a severe thunderstorm coming more than you can see it. When you have this much lightning and this much heavy rain, use both your senses. Use the vision, but also use the sound when you possibly hear the roar of a severe thunderstorm with some damaging winds, or perhaps perhaps with a tornado in this case. Remember, this is a radar-indicated rotation. Nothing confirmed on the ground right now. For the next 5 minutes, tornado warning continues for eastern Warren County. This is in effect through 6:15 tonight. And most likely after 6:15, they'll do one of two things. They'll either extend this tornado warning east, further into North Jersey, through more of Sussex and Warren counties, and further east along the I-80 corridor, if that rotation persists. And if it doesn't, then they'll let this tornado warning expire. And again, most of Warren County in the clear now. If you are left of this line, you're probably in the clear. So out towards Blairstown, out towards Liberty, and areas to the left or to the west of that red line, you're in the clear because of the fast movement of the storm. But if we track the storm once again and put the radar image on here, you can see actually now into Sussex County, the core of the storm along the 206 corridor. Still some rotation with this as well, but as it crosses into Sussex County, we will continue to monitor it on the 69 News Weather Channel. And we're going to say the all clear just about for Warren County. So again, we're watching Warren County, heart of our area. This is that Warren-Sussex County line. And the worst of the storm now seems to have crossed over into far northern Morris County, right basically right along that I-80 corridor, and far southern Sussex County, right where 206 and 80 meet up in Morris and Sussex counties. This is the heart of the storm now. So we want to ring, you're not totally clear from the thunderstorm in Warren County, but it does look like you are clear of that tornado threat, and that tornado warning has expired as of a minute or two ago. So what we will do is continue to monitor any other storms that pop up, and we will send you back to 69 News storm coverage, 69 News at 6 p.m. right after this.